my MPP peeps, the rally that began yesterday continues today. How far can it go? We'll see. Earnings, big earnings today in Amazon and Google. And we got some big earnings throughout the week. So that might be the catalyst to get this rally to continue to what I think, if we close above this 10 SMA today, could go to 4,100 plus. But the 10 SMA is going to be the big sticking point. Right now, we are open. Right now, if we opened at this level, we are just 1 point below the 10 SMA on the futures. We get a close above that, and like I said, I think 4,100 is on the table. But let's see what happens today. We need the close. I always say the close is always more important than the open. But so far, the open looks good. We go to the VIX, getting hammered, which is exactly what we wanted to see. Like I said, I want to see a close below this 200 SMA, and by God, we almost got it. So we're down 9.36%. If we can continue lower and close down here somewhere in the 26s below the 200 SMA, I think the bulls could really get this rally going. If fear is gone and the buyers come back, that's a recipe for the next wave higher. So we'll watch this at close as well. Like I said, close is more important than the open. This is only the opening reading. We need a good closing reading too. You go to the Qs. Qs are gapping up. Monster gap up, almost 1%. They're right at their 10 SMA. Well, actually, they're going to be over their 10 SMA. Sorry, their 10 SMA is at 322.64. We're gapping up well above that. And my next target is this 330 and then 350 on the Qs. And Amazon and Google earnings could really help that out. Okay, if those beat, or Amazon has a split, which is a rumor, could get these Qs, could add fuel to this rally and get this 330, 350 level. So a lot to watch into close, and some names to get long that I'm watching. This CRWD, we were watching it yesterday. If it could get back above yesterday's high of 218.49, I like this for a long. And again, today, guys, all new trades. I'm still going only in 1/3 positions until we get a definitive close above the SPX 10 SMA. Okay, I like to only trade 1/3 positions when we're below that 10 SMA, because that's, you're kind of in dangerous territory for a larger drop. But when you're above that 10 SMA, increases your odds that the rest of the market is going to move higher. And when the rest of the market's moving higher, rises, all boats usually rise. And that's why when I like to go in full positions. Make sense? So we got this CRWD, MAXR, nearly triggered yesterday, up 5% this morning. If it gets above the first 10-minute candle high, I'm going to jump in a third position in this one. Earnings are 224. So earnings are coming up, but this one could have a nice pre-earnings run up to make some money. So watching that. PDD gapping up this morning. PDD, last I saw was around 179. So if it gets above this 179.50, which was yesterday's high, after the first 10-minute candle, I'm going to jump in long to go for this 205 area. ARKG and ARKK are gapping up this morning. ARKK, we were going to get long if it closed above the 10 SMA. It looks like it's going to do that, get above it this morning. After the first 10-minute candle, we exceed that high, I'm going to jump in long, go for this 158. And then ARKG looks good. it has a little bit more work to do. The 10 SMA is at 107, so we'll have to wait for close for confirmation on a trigger for this one. So, but the ARKK is a definite potential long this morning. 3 new longs. PLTR. This one get above this downtrend line that's forming. I like this one long to go for 41 again, and then 52. I have to check when earnings are. I'm not quite sure, but I like this. I like this one for a pre-earnings run up. February 11th, Corey. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time, but we could make a pretty penny with an earnings run up. Net's one that popped up on my radar, closed above the 10 SMA yesterday. Gonna watch it today. If it gets above this high and looks like it wants to head higher this morning, I'm gonna jump in. Third position, go for this 97. Okay, a lot of call buying coming into this net as well. And then last one is snow. This snow is trying to poke its head above this downtrend line. We're at 288 right now, which is above it. We get a first 10-minute candle break higher, jump in this a third position, and this thing could run too. I got to check when its earnings are. I'm not quite sure, but you look at even a 0.618, it's 365, a 0.50. So you get a 0.50 retrace, that's 346, 0.618, that's 365. And as you can see, you got divergence here. You got a low here and a low on the RSI, but a low that hit about the same level as this low, but higher low on the RSI. So you got divergence at your back as well. So this thing could really move. 31 of March. Corey, thank you. So snow is March 31st, guys. Cool. So those are the plays today. CRWD, MAXR, PDD, ARKK, PLTR, NET, and SNOW. We'll see which ones have the most strength. And if this market continues to rally, maybe they all do. But again, only going in 1/3 positions. All right, guys, that is the game plan for today. And just before we go, I want to look at this Bitcoin. Our knots in the GBTC. This thing is trying to break out of this triangle right here. And I think if it does, and we exceed this high right here, 38,620, which was the high, I think we go to 50. I think that gets the ball rolling to 50K. So, I actually own the coin. I own a couple coins, but our knot is in our fund. Our knot's in the GBTC, which is the grayscale Bitcoin. SPXU strategy, good question. Good question, Kent. So this morning, looks like we're going to gap up right to this 10 SMA. If we get continuation after the first 10-minute candle, and it looks like we're going to exceed the 10 SMA on the SPX, I'm going to jump out a half of that SPXU, just take loss in half, hold the other half. And if we close above the 10 SMA, take the whole thing off. However, if we close back below that 10 SMA, I'm going to hold that other half and then add to it if we get continuation down. That's the plan. Cool, guys. Anybody have any other questions? Cool. All right. Well, I will see you. Oh, thoughts on kitty cat. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks like it's having its looks like a 0.382 retrace. If you look at this major low right here, draw fib there to there. Let's Get rid of these, put a 0.382, and I bet it's right at it. Yep, bingo. So you're right at the 0.382, and you got a nice downtrend line forming on this cat, Dan. Right there is trying to break above. So if you want to get long this thing, the 10 SMA is at 187.76. I think that's a good trigger to get long if it closes above that. And then I don't know when earnings is. You need to check. But if it's starting another wave up, you draw the 1.618 retrace from top to bottom, and you get 213. That would be my target if it gets above this 10 SMA. Cool. Anybody else? Any other ideas? Focus stocks for today. I need to calculate my position size on and didn't write them all down. Can you just send a text with the focus stocks for today? What do you mean a text, Ann? You mean on you talking about a tweet? Yeah, I'll send out a tweet. Yeah. Okay. I don't have your phone number. Cool. I'll send out a tweet, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the cool down. Until then, don't trade for thrills. Just consistently make those dollar bills. See you guys.